3,000 RPM.
Orange County traffic, November 50 Whiskey Romeo, upwind of runway 22, Orange County.
Mag, back to both. Right mag, good drop, back to both. 2,000, no prop.
Orange County traffic, 30 Yankee, turning final 22, Orange County.
A drop. The rise. Now oil pressure.
Orange County traffic, 672, touch and go, southbound departure, Orange County.
Orange County traffic, November 50 Whiskey Romeo, turning right. Crosswind of runway 22, Orange County.
Orange County traffic, helicopter final 26, Orange County.
Yeah. Traffic on base at Orange County, you got time for a departure?
Hey, go ahead, sneak out.
Orange County traffic at a Cherokee 6, lining up and wait on runway 22, Orange County.
Orange County traffic, 50 Whiskey Romeo,
Lights,
turning right, crosswind 22, Orange County.
Action, picture, that's it.
Orange County 30 Yankee on a 2-mile final, Orange County.
Alright, fuel pump on, lights on, all lights on, responder and altitude, make
Orange
sure
County traffic, 50 Whiskey Romeo, turning right downwind 22, Orange County.
There's full throttle. Engine gauges are normal. Airspeed alive. Pressure's green.
Orange County traffic, turn 142 November Golf, right base, 22 Orange County, full stop.
Is that trim now?
Orange County traffic, Comanche, 69er Papa, approximately 8 miles to the west, setting up for 45 downwind entry, runway 22, Orange County.
Orange County traffic, helicopter maneuvering, runway 26, Orange County.
Here's 500 feet, pulling throttle
Orange County
back,
traffic,
25,
star 142 November Golf, turning final, runway 22, Orange County.
So runway gear coming, flaps up. Orange County traffic, Cherokee 6 on upwind 22, departing to the southwest, Orange County. Alright, so we got 25 inches manifold, 2,500 RPM. Gauges are all normal. Fuel pressure, oil temp, oil pressure, all green. Not a right rudder in this plane.
Orange County traffic, 50 Whiskey Romeo, turning right, base 22, Orange County.
Everything about flying a Cherokee 6, transitioning from a regular plane, less than 200 horsepower, to a high performance beast like this, pretty much performs like a tank. It's got the same power that a tank would have, but it's also got about the same glide ratio that a tank would have if you dropped it off a cliff. Yeah, it's pretty much nothing. So you gotta get used to the glide distance, because what you could have made in your Cessna or your small plane, you can't make in a Cherokee 6. Pretty much throw a brick out the window and that's your glide ratio. Follow that brick down. So after getting used to that, it's really not a bad plane. You got a lot of power. I was doing about 1,700 feet per minute climb. I mean, granted I'm by myself, but I have a full tank. 1,700 feet per minute climb in this plane, no problem. We're cruising about 140 knots, and I have a pretty much really low power setting, 22 inches manifold, 2,400 RPM. You can really get this bird cruising if you wanted to. It's just getting used to the power. You got a lot of right rudder on takeoff that you're not used to. You know, when you do full throttle on a smaller, less than 200 horsepower plane, you pretty much do no right rudder for takeoff. This plane, you're pretty much stepping on that right foot. So approach landing checklist, fuel selector on the highest tank. We've been on the left tank for a long time, so, and we got a message to switch fuel tank. So I'm gonna put fuel pump on, fuel tank to right main, burn the right main. Make sure the fuel pressure is good, not a drop, and then fuel pump back off, and then watch that fuel pressure. Now, rule of thumb for you pilots that have to switch tanks while flying, do not switch tanks when you're in your landing phase. If you're in traffic pattern or you're at a low altitude, that's just asking for trouble. Switch them when you're up here at cruise right before you get to that point. You do not want to switch your tanks at low altitude and experience and fuel starvation. So that's good, seat backs, harness is good, fuel pump, we're gonna keep the fuel pump on, mixture rich, prop set. Alright, so I'm gonna apply a throttle back and I'm gonna descend to 2,500. Greenwood Lake traffic at a Cherokee 6, about 2.5 miles to the north of the field, descending to 2,500, we'll be overflying Greenwood Lake.
Greenwood traffic, 672 is turning left base, runway 24.
Alright, so that guy's turning left base or 24, I got him in sight, there he is. So we're going to overfly the airport about 2,500 feet. We're going to fly outbound and do the teardrop entry. Greenwood Lake traffic, Cherokee 6 directly over the field, 2,800. Going to be sent up for the teardrop entry for runway 24, Greenwood Lake. Alright, so we're on downwind. So our before landing checklist, we got a fuel pump on, all lights on. We're going to pull that throttle back in just a second, right when we're beam the numbers. Right here, beam the numbers, so the throttle's coming back. That prop's going full in, mixture rich, flaps 10 degrees, and use that trim to help you out, especially when you're flying a heavy bird like this. Gotta hold a lot of back pressure. Now remember, this plane sinks like a rock, so you just gotta anticipate that sink. Greenwood Lake traffic, Cherokee 6 on your left base, 24, Greenwood Lake. Below 100, we'll do flaps 20.
Hey, Greenwood Lake 172 is at 2.5, about 5 miles east of the field, inbound for 24.
Final looks clear. We're going to keep the airspeed around 80 knots just because it's a little windy today, keep it a little faster. We got to come on with a little bit of throttle. Greenwood Lake traffic, Cherokee 6 final, 24, Greenwood Lake. Keeping that nose down, always keep your nose down, it keeps your airspeed fast. The minute that nose comes up, your airspeed drops.
Traffic not available.
Pull that throttle out. Now you gotta pull up a lot in this plane, get that nose off the ground. Just like that, keep it up. Go, touchdown, flaps up. Alright, so we'll go through the after landing checklist. So we're gonna lean a mixture out, prop still stays in, flaps are up, fuel pump off, lights off, keep the anti-collision on for now.